You did it. You said the thing you shouldn't say. You broke someone's trust. Hey, my name's Tyler. Thanks for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to this, share with other people. Today I want to talk about, can you rebuild trust? After that time, you do the thing you shouldn't do. You say what you shouldn't say, whether it's in a personal relationship or in a workplace. What do you do when you break trust? We see it happening all over our world today. So many places, so many relationships, so many workplaces. Trust is broken. Now what? The first thing I'm going to share with you is own it. There's an elephant in the room. He's right over there. Big as life. You can't go about your day, can't go about the rest of your life avoiding it. Own the situation. Yep, there's an elephant. I screwed up. I made a mistake. I did it. That's the hardest step by far for people, is owning whenever they did something to break trust, even if you don't think you did something wrong and the other person feels violated. That trust between you is off. Then you must own it. It's a two-way street. I can go down the street one way, you can come the other way. If I run into you, it's on both of us, right? Because it's a two-way street. If we don't address the elephant in the room, it's going to continue living, taking up space, and growing. It's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. All right, continuing on with the elephant analogy, I want to share the next thing you can do to rebuild trust, and that's eat it. One bite at a time. As the adage goes, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. It's big, it's large, it is difficult, it will take time, but it must be done and it will be worth it if you want to rebuild trust with people. I've done it. I can't say I've done perfect rebuilding trust, but I've said the wrong things. I've screwed up plenty of times in my life. And this is what I want to encourage you along with eating that elephant, is use instances to build and regain trust. Say, hey, I acknowledge the elephant's over there. I'm going to do this because I recognize that's a barrier in our relationships. Again, acknowledging previous transgressions highlights that you're not oblivious to your faults. Do you need to continue to beat yourself up? No, I'm not saying about that. But I'm saying is continue to own it so you can patch that hole in the relationship. The next thing I want to share with you to rebuild trust is create guardrails. Create protocols to help you not break it again. For example, you have a relationship with someone and say you show up late. You constantly are late. I had the greatest lesson I learned early in my career is often 30 minutes before your scheduled time if you're going to be late. Let the person know you're meeting with. It's something I try to do. I even call doctor's office and tell them, hey, I'm going to be 5 minutes late. Best case scenario, I'm right on time. But I respect other people's times, and I would love it if people did that as well. So create those protocols and those guardrails so you can continue to build a trusting culture and relationship. We always want to think the best of others, but here is the real factor, is people ebb and flow. And when you show grace to others, they're going to be more willing to show grace to you. We will have points in time and relationships, work and personal, where trust is broken. That's just a human reality to accept. It's how are you going to own it? How are you going to continue to just deal with it every day, owning it, and again, pointing it out, creating guardrails so you don't make it worse. I want to leave you with this. Even if you didn't break someone's trust, we must realize that other actions may have, and we need to work to combat distrust in all interactions. Just because you don't think you did something to break someone's trust, maybe a previous experience, and it reminded them of being hurt in something distrustful. Just accept that, empathetically walk with them and work through it. Hey, if you like this video, hit subscribe so that way you can see more content. Thanks for being here. See you next time.